G'day guys, this is Broadcasting Because, and I know I haven't uploaded a Fremantle Dockers season mode video in a little while. Don't worry, I haven't shelved the series or anything, it's still going. I just haven't gotten around to playing the games and editing them. The game's just been dragging on me a little bit lately, but don't worry, the season is still going strong and we are now underway. G'day guys, how's it going? This is Broadcasting Because here. We are back with the Fremantle Dockers AFL Live season mode, and this time around we take on the Melbourne Demons, a team which we should be expecting to beat, and we field a slightly different lineup to the one that we did last time around against Hawthorn. We have 4 changes for this match, with Tenai Mzungu coming in for Zach Clark, Nick Subin coming in for Zach Dawson after a run of poor performances unfortunately, and both Greg Broughton and Michael Johnson return to the side, replacing Jaden Pitt and Alex Silvani respectively. Now guys, this is a match which we do need to win. We're now over halfway through the season, and it's this time where we want to be cementing our position in the top 4, which is where we currently are. Melbourne started off relatively well defensively. They were able to lock the ball down, and after a good run of play, Chris Mann's unfortunately unable to squeeze it through, finding the woodwork. And I'll be honest, from the get-go, there was pretty much no pressure whatsoever from Melbourne in this first quarter. We were able to freely get the ball forward. They were able to get a good clearance from the centre bounce and found Liam Jurra. Melbourne pretty much from the get-go were just trying to force stoppages. They were making tackles and they were rushing the ball carrier a lot. That was really the only good time that they did it, I think, in that first quarter, and straight away their defence just fell to pieces from that point on. We go coast to coast with Hayden Valentine taking an easy mark at the top of the square and running through for his first goal of the afternoon, and pretty much straight away once again Nat Fyfe rocks back and sinks that one from 45, and then what do you know, Jay Van Berlo from about 55-60 metres out goes almost all the way and hits the base of the post. As you can see from these highlights here, Melbourne just did not stand a chance against us in this first quarter. Sandilands making a mockery of their defence, just standing up tall, and made it as easy as you like for that mark. And we go in 2 quarter time, 4 goals to 26 to 0 goals 2 up. We kept them goalless for that quarter. It was a very, very interesting quarter in that Melbourne just couldn't get anything to work, and they looked to turn it around in the second quarter, which is what they did early on by kicking their first goal of the match through Ricky Pettard. But we did not let up, that is for sure. We continued to pile on the pressure. Aaron Sandilands in an absolute world of space. He has it as easy as he likes, strolls in for his second goal of the evening. It is evening actually, not afternoon. Kepler Bradley gets mown down, but it's a bit of a scrappy run of play, but we'll take it how we can get it. Pav gets a handball over the top, and it's Aaron Sandilands with the most athletic goal he's probably ever scored. He's in the process of getting tackled from a pretty tight angle as well. Love that over the top handball from Pav, and from a tight angle Sandilands is able to slot that one through. Well, if you take a look at the scoreboard, we're 29 points up, not even halfway through the second quarter, and Melbourne, despite their efforts, just could not keep us out defensively. They tried to lock the ball down by just going man on man, not really achieving too much at all, just turned it into a tackle fest. They eventually got this ball clear, but every time that they tried to make a run out of their defensive 50, we were there to cut it off. As you see here, trying to find bait, but too easy for Michael Johnson. Bait overshoots the run, and we're able to capitalise by taking it straight back down our end, and Kepler Bradley slots the goal. It is just too easy for us at the moment. Melbourne just cannot, 1, get it out of their 50, and 2, mark inside our 50. There it is, Hayden Valentine in a 2-on-1. He's by no means the tallest player on the pitch, but he is still able to take the mark over, a contested mark over 2 Melbourne defenders. Pav gets the free kick, and I'm sure he'd be pretty disappointed in thundering that one into the upright, but it doesn't really change the outcome too much as we go into halftime with a massive 43-point lead, 8 goals 4, 52 to 1 goal 3, 9. Ricky Pettard, the only goal scorer for Melbourne. they tried a couple of different things. Like, you could see the tactical changes, going from man on man to having a loose man in defence to try and stop the run, but it just wouldn't work for Melbourne. They just couldn't get themselves organised at the back, and then they started to give away free kicks. A shocking high tackle there is given away. He just pops the ball short, and Nat Fyfe takes an easy chest mark, makes it look easy, walks back and slots the goal. Melbourne are just completely getting outrun and outplayed in this game, and again you see another example. They cannot get it out of their defensive 50, and when they do, there's a Fremantle player there to cut them off. Dave Mundy trying to spread it around the field, not so sure that option was on, but it's an excellent handball, releasing Stephen Hill, jogs through and just can't quite get the bend on it to see that one through. But look at that. It speaks for itself, really. Kicking out of bounds on the full from a kick in, they're a lost cause at the moment, Melbourne. We move on with 12 minutes to play. Melbourne finally got a bit of the ball towards their attacking 50. Look at the numbers they've got around the ball. We started to shut them down, but they were not going anywhere as far as we were concerned. Ball spills out off a punch down to Matthew Pavlich, who curls it around the pack and finds the big sticks. Melbourne, at long last, I was almost happy for them to go forward. Strauss takes a good mark and spots up Liam Jurra. He's not going to drop that. At long last, Melbourne have a shot on goal with 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Jurra walks back, and there it is, goal number 2, and that actually sparked them to life a little bit towards the end of the third quarter. But look at that from Nick Subin, straight into the side, and he takes an absolute screamer, denying what would certainly have been a goal if he'd have marked it. Excellent stuff from Nick Subin, and we look to go straight away coast to coast. Jay Van Berlo knocks Grimes off the ball, gets the handball to advantage as well for Jack Anthony to run onto. Unfortunately, nothing comes of it as he does get run down, but that's the way that the quarter runs out. You can see how wasteful Melbourne were there, even with their free kicks out of defence. But at three-quarter time, we have a match-winning lead, 52 points. They were not going to come back from there. The only 2 goal scorers for Melbourne being Pettard and Liam Jurra, 3 for Sandilands, and 10 disposals to Mundy, Van Berlo and Mickey Barlow as well. The team performance is just outstanding at the moment, and we ran right over Melbourne once again in the final quarter. An early goal to Pav and a nice finish as well from Jay Van Berlo. I'm loving the way this young kid's coming along. Should get a lot more games as the season goes on, I would imagine. Bate tries to chisel away at our massive lead a little bit by getting Melbourne's 3rd of the night, but we quickly rule that out. Pav got a mark right on the line. It was probably going to go over, but fair enough, not risking it being touched, and he kicks yet another goal to his ever-growing tally. And this final quarter, the fizz had gone out of the game by the end of it. Pav with a lovely snap to clinch his 5th goal of the game, and Melbourne kicked a couple just to make the margin not look so bad, including one right on the final siren. Final score 6-4-40 for the Demons to 14-7-91 to the mighty Fremantle Dockers. Pav kicking 3 in that final quarter to bring his tally to 5 goals for the match. Sandy with 3 and 14 disposals to David Mundy, 12 to Mickey Barlow and 11 to Jay Van Berlo as well. And that big win boosts us up to 2nd position on the ladder as well, just 1 game behind the Western Bulldogs. We're now level on points with both Hawthorn, St Kilda and Geelong as well, but we have a far better percentage than all of those teams as we head towards the final series. We are sitting very, very nicely. One of the things that I most look for when choosing man of the match is not the high disposal counts, not the huge bags of goals, but it's those little 1%ers, the things that really help your team to victory. And for this game, I think Jay Van Berlo absolutely excelled at that. He had 7 tackles, which for a small body and a young man that he is absolutely superb. 4 marks, 11 disposals, and a goal to his name as well. This young bloke is a great asset to the side and is playing absolutely superbly for us at the moment. Well, goal of the round this week involves a bit of individual brilliance in awareness going around the ground and a bit of nice teamwork as well. It starts off with Aaron Sandland sending the ball into the 50, and watch his run. He puts himself at the right place at the right time. Pav puts the over-the-shoulder handball to him, and he curls it in between the big sticks. It's a big fella getting down low and being a bit athletic as well, Aaron Sandland's. A very nice tumbler to send it home and stretch the lead to 29 points in the second quarter. Well, guys, that is the end of this this episode of the Fremantle Dockers AFL Live season mode. I hope you have enjoyed it. We're sitting at second on the ladder. We've still got a way to go, but finals are looking very, very good from here. Please do be sure to click the screen if you haven't seen any of the other rounds played in the season so far. That'll take you to the selection screen. And also, please do leave a like on this video if you did enjoy it and want to see more. I appreciate it as always, guys. Cheers and stay tuned.